If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn education. My name is Quindell Evans, bluepoetry.com, and this is the Blue Poetry Podcast. Right now, I'm sitting here making some health tea cigarettes. You feel me? Tonight, we got the Golo open mic. Golo, G-O-L-O, is an acronym for Get Over Life Obstacles. You know I do the acronyms. To Get Over Life Obstacles, open mic. Feel me? So, yeah, you know I like to do the acronyms, like the mouth book, messages of Up the Hills, mouth. Like the drugs book, which I'm working on right now, is discipline is your responsibility, understanding that life is about growth, which breeds success, D-R-U-G-S, drugs book, mouth book, M-O-U-T-H, message of Up the Hill, Golo, Get Over Life Obstacles, G-O-L-O. It's what I like to do. I like to create affirmations. I like to create acronyms. You feel me? So, I'm making some health tea cigarettes. You feel me? A smoking alternative to tobacco cigarettes, aka cancer sticks, so that we can have something more responsible to smoke. You feel me, then? So, today I want to talk about allowing positive and negative, good and bad, to push you. You feel me? Just personally, there's an affirmation I wrote specifically for those type of vibrations. You feel me? Because I noticed, like, you know, personally, you know, our habits are way more powerful than our knowledge. So what you know is cool, but what you do is really what's gonna determine, you know, the outcome, the results that come from that you want. You feel me? So that's what I'm realizing personally. Like, I could say whatever, I could know whatever, I could study, I could learn these different things, but what am I putting into action? What I put into action is what's gonna get me the results. You know, what results I want, what I desire, is predicated on what I do. So I have to do things that's gonna allow me to get what I want, right? So what I want to say is just like, whether negative things are going on in my life or whether positive things are going on in my life, I want to focus on doing right. I want to focus on doing what I want to do. I want to focus on my goals and things like that. So the affirmation for today is, I decide to allow all energies and every experience to inspire me. Whether negative or positive, good or bad, everything will bring out the high in me. You feel me? So that's the affirmation. Once again, I decide to allow all energies and every experience to inspire me. Whether negative or positive, good or bad, everything will bring out the high in me. And I feel like, you know, yes, our habits dictate the results we get in life. You know, our habits, what we do. You know how they say, like, you know, your actions speak louder than your words. Just like your actions speak louder than your knowledge too. You feel me? Your actions speak louder. Ooh, I like that. Your actions speak louder than your knowledge. Ooh, that's a cool affirmation right there. My actions speak louder than my knowledge. And that's very important to the affirmation, you feel me? I want to allow everything to bring out the high in me. I want to allow everything to inspire me. I want to allow everything to bring the best out of me, no matter what circumstance, condition, no matter what's going on. I want to always be focused on my goals and getting it. I don't want that to be an excuse, you feel me? I don't want the negative times to be an excuse, or the good times. So I feel like in bad times and negative times, we could allow ourselves to get into a certain low vibration. We could allow ourselves to be, you know, sad and and stuck in the sadness, and and just stagnant in negative vibrations and negative environments. We can allow ourselves to become stagnant, because we are not motivated and inspired and encouraged, and just don't feel like doing it. And I also feel like certain positive environments also can have that same effect, meaning when things are going well, we get comfortable and don't necessarily want to, go hard because we're comfortable. You feel me? So negativity could hold you back in that aspect, that it's like when you're feeling bad, I don't feel like doing nothing. And then positivity could hold you back. So when you're feeling comfortable, you don't feel like doing nothing either because you comfy. You feel me? You comfy. You don't need to change. And then the negative could just make you feel like, this, I deserve this bad thing to be happening to me, or some karma I'm getting back, or some bullcrap we tell ourselves to accept the negativity. And then there's also bullcrap we accept the comfortability of positivity, you feel me, instead of striving for more, and just staying, any form of stagnant is what I'm against. It's what this affirmation is about. I want everything to bring out the high in me. I want to go harder. For example, relationships. I feel like in relationships that might not be the best. If it's not the best, personally, I want it to still bring out the high in me. If I'm in a relationship where I feel like this is a bad relationship or something like that, that don't mean be bad too. And I feel like that's a habit. That's what I was trying to get to earlier, is that these are habits. I think one habit that people build when they're faced with something like a negative person, or a negative person or a negative situation, is they match the vibe. So they be like, oh, if this person is gonna act this way, then I'm gonna do the same thing. If you wanna be mean to me, I'm gonna be mean to you. If I'm in a relationship that I ain't getting what I want out of, then I ain't gonna put in my all. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not with that. It's like, if I'm in a relationship I'm not getting everything out of, I'm gonna put more into it, because usually what happens is when you go hard and do your best, you get it back. You might not get it from that relationship, but it probably will allow the relationship to, it will expose it for what it really is, you feel me? But when you battle it with, here's what I'm realizing, like when you battle it with low vibration, like, oh, because this is happening and I'm gonna hold back, or I'm gonna do negative, or I'm gonna, go out and mingle and mess with somebody else, then you just prolong the bad relationship. You're not helping it out, and also it's also creating a habit of that's what you do when you're creating a habit of when you're in a bad relationship, and this is what you're gonna do every time now, instead of learning how to not necessarily cope with it, but deal with it, but learning how to maneuver in ways that's gonna still get you what you want. Still gonna bring out the higher you. The higher you is gonna get you what you want. If you feel like the lower you is gonna get you what you want, then that's on you. But I wouldn't take that route. I feel like it's a better route to take, because I feel like the lower you, if you got to get what you want through being negative, because something is negative, then you're creating the habit of being negative too. And that's my whole point, is our habits are very powerful. So what we choose to do has more of an impact on what we want than just wanting it. It's like how we get what we want is very important. So I decide to allow all energies, negative or positive, every experience to inspire me. Whether negative or positive, good or bad, everything will bring out the high in me. No matter what, I want to always behave my best. No matter what, I want to always perform my best. When I'm on stage, I want to perform my best. There's been situations where I'm at a show and I don't know. It just seems like for plenty of shows, they always put me first, and I'm just like, why I gotta go first? Like, like like people that came to see me ain't even here yet. Why I gotta go first? But it's like, alright, I'm still gonna go hard, regardless. Like it's gonna bring out the hype. Now I'm going harder now because I'm going first, and I gotta set the tone. So, I'm gonna set the tone. You know, because I'm going first. Relationships, go hard at it. If it's how I'm feeling, like I'm gonna go hard in relationships that I feel ain't giving me what I want, because it's like, instead of going softer, or instead of holding back, or instead of bringing out low vibrations for myself, why not go harder and let what needs to come. You feel me? I feel like if it's a relationship that's not gonna last, then at least while it's lasting, you know, let it be something that's worthwhile instead of sabotaging it. And I've been there, so I'm not speaking from like, oh, I'm the best in relationships type vibe. This is what I'm writing these affirmations because these are parts of myself I want to work on. Personally, I literally been in relationships where I sabotaged it, where I've been doing some, because I ain't getting what I want, I'm gonna step out and mess with somebody else, or I'm gonna just show how much I don't care, or I'm gonna just leave, or I'm gonna break up and run away from even talking about the issue that literally I done broke up with females and didn't tell them why. I was just don't want to do this, but there were specific reasons why, and I didn't feel like explaining it, and stuff like that is immature. So as I mature, I want to handle my relationships in a more mature way. If there's an issue, there's something I want to say to somebody, something I want to, even if I feel like this can't be solved, even if I feel like I think this is I don't want to be with you because of this, I'm gonna say it, and because I said it is I'm learning how to express things that I want to work on instead of not express things I want to work on. You feel me? And just running from it. So that's like allowing the energy to bring out the high in me. At least expressing it and not allowing it to make me, make me neglect the person or just run away from the situation. You feel me? And like, I think I told y'all the story before about my mom's cancer, about how like when she had cancer in 2014, that's a very bad experience. You feel me? That's not a positive experience at all. But instead of just complaining and just dwelling on the cancer and sadness and becoming performing less and not being myself and just holding back and just being sad and grieving all day and complaining and telling everybody my mom's got cancer, I don't know what to do, I'm sad. Instead of doing all those things, that's not the high of me. The high of me is I want to bring the biggest card ever to the hospital. I want to bring mad balloons. I want to perform more. I want to show her that I'm strong and I think she's going to beat it. That's the high of me. And that's what I did. I brought the giant poster board, the 3-size poster boards for the science projects, and put like acronyms of mama. I've been doing this acronym joint, and the acronyms of mama on one side and Joyce on the other. I got acronyms from literally around the city from so many people, so that my moms can have a nice, big, beautiful card for this big disease, this big illness. This ain't a cold. This is cancer. So I wanted to match her big problem with some big love. You feel me? So instead of somebody acting mean with me, I'm gonna match their mean. I'm gonna match your mean with my kindness. That's what I want to do. This is something that I'm teaching myself. It's not like, oh, I'm the kindest guy. I'm learning how to do this because I've been there matching people mean with my mean. I've been there matching people's anger with my anger. I've been there matching people's pain with my pain. Instead, I want to flip the script and match your negativity with my positivity. Match your bad with my good. Match your uncomfortable situation with my comfort. Match unfulfillment with hard work and dedication and getting what I need. You feel me? I want to always be focused on the goal You feel me? So like that's what this affirmation is saying. Like I decide to allow all energies and every experience to inspire me, whether negative or positive, good or bad. Everything will bring out the high in me. You feel me? So like, um, I think Les Brown say, when it's hard, do it hard, do it hard. When it's hard, do it hard, because it's hard. That don't mean don't do it. Or it's too hard. Do it too hard. Like when I'm tired, do it too tired. And I noticed that like literally like I like to wake up 5, 6 in the morning so I could get a head start to my day. And when I go to sleep late and still wake up early, I have a headache like I have right now, which is probably why I'm talking in this tone, because I went to sleep late last night and I still woke up early. And it's like, I got a headache, I'm going to do it with a headache. I'm going to do this video with the headache. I'm gonna write this book with this headache. I'm going to do what I have to do with this headache. I'm going to go to Golo tonight with this headache. I'm going to drink some tea, some fever fuel. I'm going to do what I have to do to alleviate the headache, but I'm not going to stop doing what I got to do today. You know? I knew what it was. I should have went to sleep on time, but I got dreams and goals, and I really wanted. I was up late, you know, just like doing some writing and like planning, and I was just doing things. You know, I can't even remember what I was doing because I was just up doing things, whatever came to mind. Because when I don't know, like I just when I got things, goals, it's just like, I just like to get it done while I can. So when it's hard, do it hard. Hard doesn't have to stop you. Hard can make you go harder. You feel me? If it's difficult, go harder. Like that's me. That's what I want to do. I'm not trying to advise people and tell you what to do. This is me reflecting on what I want to do, and hopefully I can show you what I'm doing. You know, inspire you through me doing it. Not like preachy. I don't believe in like. Personally, I don't even feel comfortable giving advice because it's like I'm not where I want to be right now. So, you know, I mean, I'm where I want to be right now, but I have goals and desires and aspirations that I want to reach, things that I want to accomplish. So it's like I ain't there yet. So it's like even advice, I be feeling like I don't know, like who am I to be giving somebody advice? But even though I ain't where I want to be, don't mean I can't give advice. That affirmation speaks again. So it's just like regardless, I'm gonna give advice if I feel like advice can be given in the moment. You feel me? So like it's that like let everything inspire me. Even my hard times should inspire me to give advice. You feel me? Like even though I'm not where I'm at, I can still give advice. You feel me? Somebody could appreciate this advice. You feel me? So like I remember also when I was offered like a few jobs. This is something I wish I could go back and do it, even though it was hard. You know, like I was offered like to teach my poetry workshops at a school, at an after-school program in the Bronx. Somebody provided me with the opportunity, and when I went and did my presentation, they appreciated me and was like, oh yeah, we definitely want you on board. And I was excited, you know, and I wanted to be on board. And one of the reasons I wanted to be on board, because I was working on a Blue Poetry Handbook at the time, and I knew that I was going to teach straight out the book, but I wasn't done with the book, so I knew that teaching these classes once a week, twice a week, would have me on top of it, like getting the book done, because that's what I want to teach from. And when I went the first time, spoke, came back for an interview, went the first time, spoke to somebody, and they was like, oh yeah, we like you, Bond, come back, interview the manager, manager gonna interview you, blah, 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 or the director of the program, somebody wanted to interview me, some faculty, and when I came back, the faculty was on my body, like the faculty was liking what I do and like what I had to offer, and I showed them like my poetry card game, and even had like some of the book done and the lesson plans and stuff that I wanted to offer. They appreciated it, and they wanted me back to sign the application, you know, get like fingerprint and all that, and I was excited. We did all the fingerprint application and everything. Then when it was time for hire, the person, they was like, oh, it's gonna be $50, $75 an hour. I was hyped. I bet. Then when hiring process come, they like, oh, it's gonna be 25 because you ain't got your diploma from college, you ain't got your degree from college. I'm like, whoa, like I got my transcript to show. I got my transcript to show that I graduated. That should be enough. And then, but they was hit me with the ifs, ands, and like maybe it could be 50 if this happens. Da 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 da. I'm like, I don't know. Like they playing that now. They playing, and then I sent in like my transcript. They accepted it and was like, oh yeah, we can do it for the 50. You should be able to. They just hit me with stuff like, you should be able to get it. We'll let you know, but it's looking good. Like they accepted your transcript as proof. So you should be. I'll let you know. They was hitting me with stuff like that, and I'm just like, yo, like y'all seem so sure, but the closer we get to hiring, you hit me with the maybes and shoulds. So it's just like I don't like that. Like just be direct, just say what it is. And then when I went in for like the actual day of hire, the person who wanted to hire me hit me with like, oh, all right, so we can't do 50, but we could do this number and this date, and like writing it down. It just seemed so like secretive, and it was just like I don't know, like I'm confused, like what, like, and then was like, so if you want to teach, they hit me with, I wanted to do like, they was like, we could work around your schedule, bomb. So I was like, I could do, whatever. I think I had like Monday and Wednesday or something like that. Monday and Tuesday, whatever. I picked 2 days out the week, and I was like, yeah, I could do Monday and Wednesday, 6 to 8 or 4 to 6 or whatever it was, and they was with it. And then on the day of hire, it was like, then they told me, well, we could do this number during this date, and I was like, it's that, like, I don't, like, I had my mind fixed on something else. And then it was like, well, actually, if you going to do 2 days out the week, we can't pay you 50 an hour. We only going to pay you 25, unless you're going to do 3. If you're going to do 3 days out the week, then we could do this number. That's what they hit me with. We could pay you, so you got 2 choices, because 2 days a week ain't enough. If you're going to work 2 days a week, we can't pay you 50. If you want, and then they even hit me with like an hourly rate. It was like, we could pay you this amount within this time if you do 3 days. And it was just like, I'm confused. Like, this is all around, like, I didn't want to do 3 days. I only wanted to do 2 days because I live in Brooklyn, going to the Bronx. Take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to get all the way uptown, like literally Wakefield, like Gun Hill Road, uptown, North Bronx. So I wasn't necessarily excited about going to the Bronx 3 days a week, going uptown Bronx 3 days a week, on top of the numbers being a little manipulated every time. Every meeting was, first meeting was this amount, second meeting was this amount, third meeting is this amount. Day of hire is a total different situation now. Now it's just straight, not 2, it's 3 days plus this number, if 3 days, if not, then this number. And it was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I was supposed to start like the following week, and it was just like, you're doing too much for me. So like, I bailed out. And if I could go back, I would allow you know what I'm saying? If I could go back and read this affirmation, I would go back and be like, yo, I decide to allow all energies and every experience to inspire me, whether negative, positive, good or bad. Everything will bring out the high in me. And I'll be like, it don't matter. I'm going to do these 3 days, even though I don't want to. But I enjoy, because I enjoy teaching the youth. I do. I do. I'm not prepared. My book ain't done, but I'm going to get it done. I'm going to come out here 3 days. I'm going to get this money because I enjoy doing this. I would have allowed it to do it. I would have done it if I would have had this affirmation in my mind, But I didn't. And that's why I want to work on myself. That's why I want to work on this right here, And even the college degree thing. Like, The reason I don't have my college degree is because the last semester was out of pocket and I didn't pay it. I just I just let them bill me and never paid it. So I finished. I went to graduation even though I was technically not allowed to. They told me like, you're not done, you can't come. But if you don't know about college graduation, like you could just, if you got in a cap and gown, you could go. Like, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you could just step into a graduation and they walk across the stage and write your name. But anyways, I might crash in graduation. But like I didn't bring out to hide me. I didn't go hard. I didn't even get a job and try to pay for it or nothing. And that's what I mean. It's like, in that situation, there are people who've been in that situation and allowed it to bring out the higher them, who went hard and said, I'm paying for this out of college, let me double up on a job. I spent my last semester partying, having fun, having sex, doing drugs, and doing dumb stuff, barely passed these classes just to be done. Like, didn't go hard. So like, that's why I wrote this affirmation, and that's why I want to work on myself. And I appreciate even reading this over and sharing this right now in this moment with you, because of how I'm realizing, how it's helping me realize that there's so much work for me to do on myself. I came a long way and there's so much more to go. There's a long way to go, and a lot of that work begins with me allowing everything to inspire me, to bring out the higher me, allowing everything to make me go hard. No circumstance, no difficulties, no blockages, no roadblocks, nothing should hold me back. I wish I was thinking like this 10 years ago, but I wasn't. But now that I'm able to now, I'm going to work on it. And that's what it is. So even that mind state of allowing the fact that I didn't before should inspire me to do it now. You feel me? I allow everything. I want to allow everything. I am allowing. That's what an affirmation is. Affirmation is when you speak it as if it is true in the moment. So it's not like boasting, bragging, or ego, but it's speaking it into existence so that I can become it. I decide to allow all energies at this very moment, today on. I decide to allow all energies and every experience to inspire me. Whether negative or positive, good or bad, everything will bring out the higher me. I'm Quindell Evans, bluepoetry.com. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you. 5-star it, thumbs up it. Email bluepoetry@gmail.com. Let me know how you feel. If you got any questions, any things you want me to talk about, I appreciate everybody who tunes in and vibe out with me. Much love. Let's go.